She believed that with time, the memory would blur, that guilt would soften into something she had tucked quietly into the corners of her life. But regret doesn't fade, it ferments. My name is Daniel. 5 years ago, I disappeared from her world without a single word, not out of cruelty, but because some silences are necessary when trust shatters beyond repair. Back then, we were the couple everyone envied. The kind people posted photos of, captioned with relationship goals. I believed in that image too, until the night I found the messages that made my hands shake so violently I could barely hold my phone. Her words weren't casual flirtations. They were confessions, intimacy shared with someone else, laughter meant to belong to me. She claimed it didn't mean anything. But when I looked into her eyes that night, I saw the truth. It meant enough to destroy us. I didn't yell. I didn't demand explanations. I left, walked out of our apartment with a single suitcase, carrying the weight of everything I thought would last forever. I erased myself. New city, new job, new name on the lease. For a long time, I told myself that vanishing was freedom, that forgetting her was healing. But forgetting does not equal forgiving. Some memories cling stubbornly, like the sound of her whispering my name when she realized I was gone, lingering long after the pain should have faded. 5 years passed like fragments of a dream, sharp in places, blurry in others. I rebuilt my life slowly, brick by brick, routine by routine. A quiet apartment, morning runs, coffee from the same corner shop. It wasn't happiness, but it was peace, or at least the closest thing to it. People assumed I'd moved on. The truth, I'd simply learned to live alongside the ghost of what she'd done. Then, one rainy evening, a message arrived from a number I didn't recognize. Daniel, please just hear me out. I stared at it for a long time. The sender unnamed, but unmistakable. She had found me. After half a decade, she traced my silence back to its source. I didn't reply. But over the following week, more messages arrived. Raw, unpolished, not pleading but honest. She wrote about therapy, her years of solitude, the life she had rebuilt from the wreckage she caused. She didn't ask for forgiveness. She only needed to say the words, to unload the silence that had grown unbearable. Against my better judgment, I agreed to meet. We chose a small, quiet cafe downtown, anonymous, a place where no one knew our history. When she entered, I barely recognized her. The light in her eyes had dimmed. Her voice, once confident and bright, was softer, edged with something only time and consequence could leave behind. For a moment, we said nothing. 5 years of unspoken words hung heavy in the space between us. Finally, she spoke, voice trembling, not with fear, but the weight of truth. I replay that night every single day, she said. The way you looked at me before you left, it never left me. I listened, letting her words fill the silence between us. She recounted the months after I vanished. The man she betrayed me with didn't stay. Mornings spent expecting me to return. The emptiness that grew louder with each passing day. I thought losing you would hurt, she whispered. But living with what I did, that destroyed me. For a moment, I could have found comfort or even satisfaction in her remorse. But I realized something deeper. I didn't need her guilt to validate my own pain. The wound had scarred. The mark remained, but it no longer defined me. I loved you, I said softly, more than I should have. But what you did taught me something I never understood before. Love without respect isn't love at all. Tears welled in her eyes. I didn't reach across the table. The urge to console her had vanished, replaced by a calm acceptance I didn't know I was capable of. When I stood to leave, she made no move to stop me. She merely nodded, as if finally understanding what my silence had always meant. Stepping back into the rain, I realized she hadn't just lost me 5 years ago. She had lost a version of me that could ever come back.